Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're breaking down WestPark Roseville for you. Let's get into it. Hey Sacktown, welcome back to the channel, and as always, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because I got new videos coming out every single week about Sacramento and Sacramento Metro. So let's get into this. We're gonna actually be breaking down WestPark Roseville. It's probably the #1 place we are moving most of our clients that are coming from out of town. We're gonna be going over the master plan community, doing some vlog tours, and just going over the general amenities that they have in the area for you. So median home price at the time of this filming is sitting right around $640. Now, we've got single family homes in the community. We also have some different types of townhomes that you can see out there. We've got ones that are going to have no garages, and then we also have ones that have a split with the garages in the back. If we move away from some of those townhomes though, you're going to see the price point, of course, jump a little bit. You can get a little bit closer to that $740 on your average price point at that time. So this community, it's got a ton of different builders. A couple of the main ones is gonna be Lennar, Taylor Morrison, and Meritage were a couple of the builders that were in the area. The houses they start building out here were back in about 2000 and say 8-ish, and then they really start getting going again back in 2011, and they're continuing to build. We do still have some areas that they're building out, but we're getting pretty close to at least WestPark Roseville being completely done. There are a ton of parks in the area. We got the huge park right behind the high school there. That's gonna be Pistachio Park. You're gonna see it's got a little bit of a open field area there. Other than that, pretty much the whole area is gonna be for your baseball and softball fields. Right across that is a nice little storage facility. I would say most of the neighbors around here, if they don't have side parking, they're actually taking their boats out there or RVs and parking them there. So pretty convenient when you need to just grab your RV or boat and go. So one of the cool things about the parks out here is every single park offers something a little bit different. They're all a few acres at least, and one park is gonna have really just be based off of like little sporting things, volleyball in the sand to bocce courts with a little play set, or you also have these mega play set areas where you're gonna have like zip lining and some more open fields to run. And then the other cool thing with these parks that I really love, especially with kids, is all of these parks are connected by these different trails. The trails run from park to park and also school to school. So in WestPark, you actually are gonna have multiple parks and actually a few different schools. So we have 2 elementary schools, I believe 1 preschool, and then you've got the junior high. We have the WestPark High School. Now this thing is a state-of-the-art facility. We've got huge football fields out there, practice fields out there. You've got a couple different tennis courts. You've got a basketball area that's completely inside, dug down to keep it a little bit cooler. And just looking at the overall building, you're gonna notice that it really does look like a Google campus. Now this high school still has a pretty low count for kids since the school actually was just built and opened in 2020. And they are of course still building out here in the West Roseville area. So the cool thing is you don't have a ton of kids there yet. But it's definitely going to be one of those places that as they keep doing more and more build outs, as you get into Fitment farm area and you get a little bit closer to kind of your baseline, you're going to see that classroom grow more and more. But the facility is really built out to handle all these new students coming in. The other cool thing is because where WestPark is, we're still in the Roseville School District, which is a big thing. As you move out a little further, it's been kind of a concern for a lot of clients, and one of the things that I completely preach to my clients is that once you get into that like baseline, the borders have not been moved yet. So a lot of times the kids are getting shipped down to a different school district, and you can go to greatschools.org and see that the ratings just aren't as good as when you're actually in like Roseville Joint Unified. Now, other than that, like I was saying, we've got the walking trails. You can also see that with these walking trails, you have some beautiful green spaces out there. One of the cool things I like is early morning walks, late evening walks going out there. You actually get some wildlife that lives through there. You get some different bird sceneries, and of course, instead of mowing this stuff down, we actually bring goats out there to trim everything down to keep everything as natural as possible and good for the environment. Depending on where you're at in WestPark, there are some different fees out there. So if you're a little closer to the Fitment Road, then you're going to have an assessment tax. So when you actually go to sell your property, it's going to be, I believe it's 0.025% of whatever the sales price is. As you move in and get to some of the newer builds there, they're going to just have usually just like a flat tax that you're having to pay when, of course, you actually sell the property. There is also a Del Webb here. It's a pretty small community. In that community is a HOA. They have a little pool house, a couple bocce courts in there as well, and also a clubhouse. Tons of little parties and events that go on into that area. So if you like that 55 and older, but you still want to be maybe, say around, I don't know, your family lives in WestPark and you just want to be close enough to take the grandkids to school or help out, you can go right there. Those properties are usually starting at that 500 range, usually top out right around that 650 max for your Del Webb community. Now, if you're looking for a little bit bigger of a spread, one of my favorite places to go is gonna be on Bingham Loop. Now, this is really cool. So these houses are gonna start right around about, say, 3,500 square foot and go up. I have seen some of those price points hit that $1 million mark. They've got huge backyards. For the most part, you're gonna see 2-car garages, sometimes a 3-car garage, but they are a lot of times tandem garages. So even if you see a 2-car garage, it's a tandem, and I'm talking a deep tandem that you could actually get probably another 2 or 3 small cars in there. Or if you like to tinker, it'd be perfect for you. The other cool thing about the Bigley Loop is they also have a Christmas show that goes on every single year. This is all produced by one gentleman in the actual court, and I don't know exactly how he does it, but he hooks everybody up in this court. He's actually spreading out to the cross street on Bigley Loop, which is now actually becoming this whole event. So when you drive in there, you change your channel, of course, to a certain radio channel, and the music plays with all the lights. It's something else. Some days they're out there serving chocolate milk and, of course, cookies. But it's just a great time to have. And then now getting into kind of just more of the amenities that WestPark has to offer. So we just had about a year ago what they call Kitchen 747 open up. This is just a little restaurant, neighborhood restaurant. Most people, if you walk in there, you're going to know somebody. Nice bar, decent selection out there, and food is getting better and better. There's a huge sand area with fire pits. They do have some cornhole out there, and then just really a lounge area. Next to that, same owner of 747 is they also have an ice cream shop and coffee shop, and they actually are roasting some local coffee around there, so you don't want to miss out on that. F45 just opened up their doors there. You also have a yoga studio, and you have a barber that just opened his doors as well. On the other side, you got a nail salon, and then you also have a veterinarian for all the residents to enjoy. Next to that is a huge park, decent play area, but this park actually is gonna host a couple different events. There's always a movie night going on out there. They also have Food Truck Mania. These trucks basically park all around the park area. You're usually going to get somewhere between 5 to 10 different trucks that go out there. Again, you grab yourself something to eat, hit the park, or if it's movie night, you can hang out and just enjoy a night movie with the family. You do have to bring your own blanket and or lounge chairs when you go out there, but it's a fun time. And again, it's just a way for the community to kind of get to know each other a little bit better. We also have a couple grocery stores nearby. Our closest one, of course, is going to be Raley's One. This is also a new area that's just been built out, but Raley's One for California, from my understanding, is a concept here. It's pretty cool. They have they serve pizza. It's a high-end Raley's, but they've got pizza there. You've got a little brewery sitting there. Really, they've got really good food there. They've got kind of like that open bar concept where you can come in, make your salads, grab some lasagna, some fish sticks, stuff like that, all out there and open for you. I believe you just put it in the box, you pay per pound, and that's really cool. Also, if you're really into meats in the back end, I like cooking, but I would never trust myself to do this, but in the backside there, they have some aged meat. So if you know how to prep these things, how to actually cook them, they're there for you. So you don't have to go too far. You're not having to go across town to a butcher shop to actually grab some specialty meats. It's right there for you in your backyard. Now, on that note, across the street is going to be a Sutter. This is just a quick little clinic area for most people to do some like blood work, stuff like that, and then the CVS just on the other side. And with that brings, of course, some fast food and also some mom and pop shops, as you can see, that are coming in. So one of my favorites, or I shouldn't say mine, but my daughter's, is of course Moon Tea, and she gets that crazy boba stuff. And then last but not least, one of the things I like about WestPark Roseville is we're far enough away from the freeways that we're not getting any kind of freeway noise, but close enough that you can get to either of the freeways in a decent amount of time. Now, I will say, as they're building out here, there's more and more traffic coming. So going down, say like Blue Oaks, if you hit it and you hit those lights at the wrong time, it could take you some time to get to, say, Highway 65. But if you go down Baseline, which is just a little bit south, there actually is a quick trip out to the 99. Now, once you get to any of these two freeways, it's a pretty straight shot to wherever you want to go, whether you're hitting the Galleria Mall or you're flipping around to go to, say, like Tahoe and hit the 80 from there. Or if you're getting to downtown, usually we're going to take Baseline and then, of course, take the old 99 down to your Sacramento area. Baseline, also, they're going to be, or it's in development right now, they're going to be adding a Costco to the area, and then I hear there's going to be a whole strip mall out there. So that will be another pretty cool little area and give us a lot more variety. I will say WestPark, for a few years, it took a while to get your groceries because we didn't have anything around, but now with the new Raley's One and some of the other buildings that are happening, I think that's really going to change. Now, for the most part, in the rest of WestPark, the houses, like I was saying before, they're going to be in that 7 to say 800 range. You're going to get a decent spread on this. You're going to get probably somewhere between, say, 2,300 up on your square footage, depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a single story, not going to get a lot of backyard, unfortunately, unless you get an oversized lot. But if you get a 2-story, of course, everything's going up and not out, so you actually do get a decent backyard. And I will say most of the people out here do have some sort of pool. So with the pools, we've got all kinds of different pool services that come out here, and the new one that I've actually seen around the neighborhood is the Pooper Scooper guys have come out. So you've got a lot of family-friendly, animal-friendly people in the area. So as you can see, WestPark, it's just one of those areas that kind of really is it's a family oriented place. Gives you a lot of different residential options, whether you want that town home and you don't really want to take care of a backyard, to, you know, getting in there and getting a big spread. You've got a lot of different options out here. The schools, from greatschools.org, every single school out here is rated excellent. You got a lot of different parks. So you just got a lot of variety when you come out to WestPark Roseville. If it's an area that you're thinking about, please reach out to Deborah or I. We'd love to help you out, get you into the area. If you have some questions about maybe little pockets within WestPark, let us know that too. Like I say, it kind of changes because we had some stuff that was built right at or right before the crash, and then we're also we've got a lot of stuff that's been going on since pandemic to today. So a lot of things have changed with how they're building things, styles of the properties, and what you can actually get. Other than that, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.